Hello guys, welcome to the class number 6. The last class. I just wanna check who is there. Please let me know if you can hear me in the chat. Okay? So please type and tell me, hey, I can hear you. Okay? Welcome guys. I see there is a lot of you right here. Welcome Fasin. Welcome Hugo Plays. Welcome Sarif. Welcome Kukusu, Esther Palava Gamer, welcome Daniel Perez, welcome Sarif Arawi, welcome Josh Passing By, welcome Anunki, welcome Sarif, welcome Elso Siniso, welcome Rishal, welcome Kenzie, and welcome all of you. Welcome to the final class, the last class. Now you can see me. Yes, you can see me. Welcome Max Gaming. Welcome back to the channel. And guys, as always, we're gonna start the class. And as yesterday, I also have some problems with my voice. I'm gonna be 1 week with this voice, but don't worry, that is not gonna affect the class too much because I'm gonna focus in teach you the best way I can, okay? As always, we're gonna start with a small playable room. I just wanna do a double check. Tomas, are you here? Please say yes. Our star moderator. Oh, don't worry. Remember, you can check the previous resumes. So check the class from yesterday, okay? All right. So let's move here to the waiting room, okay? And today I wanna do a different activity, okay? I'm gonna play maps that I don't know how to play, okay? I'm gonna teach you some specific games that I download because those maps are the maps with higher monetization. That means those maps are the maps that are earning more money, okay? But we are doing that later. For now, I'm just waiting for Thomas. So I'm gonna be curious here to be able to create a room. Bonjour. Curem says bonjour, bonjour, welcome to the class. Okay, so let's do something simple right now. Let me think about this map we can play. Not sure if this one will work. Let me do a try, okay? Okay, welcome. Welcome, Thomas. All right, let me see if this map works. It seems it's working. All right. Yeah, I think the map is gonna work. Just a second. Okay. Okay, since the map is gonna work, so I'm gonna create it on multiplayer. Today I'm gonna try to talk a little bit less because you know it hurts when I speak. So sorry for that. And please, Thomas, join to the room. Welcome, I'm Evil. Oh no, don't worry, Max Gaming. Just check the resume that I submit, so you will be able to check the last class, okay? Let's wait for Tomas. Let's change the settings here and let's invite some friends. Okay? Okay, Tomas is here. Okay, now let's start. This is a map for tower defense. What you have to do is to protect the points from the monsters, okay? If you want to check how to do the map, just check the previous minicamps. Okay, Thomas, what you have to do is to put towers on your side. You have to put towers here. So go ahead and build the tower on the other side, okay? Let me give Tomás some instructions in Spanish. Tommy, lo que tienes que hacer es construir torres para proteger tu base. Okay? Okay, welcome Michelle. And welcome Mac, YouTuber. What we got to do is to try to avoid the mobs enter the other base, okay? I hate when people do that. I'm gonna kick you out from the room. Now I will have less points because, well, a player will sell all my towers. Okay, it seems like I'm gonna lose this time because, well, I don't have enough money. Oh yeah, I can buy a tower at least. Okay. Okay, I'm losing lives, of course. Well. The other team is also losing some lives. Let's see who's gonna win at the end. Okay. I'm losing a lot of lives actually. Oh, okay. There is some money here. Okay. I don't know what this player is doing that. Okay. Wave 2 star. Okay, we can get some points at least. Let's see how the other team is doing. The code is gonna be at 8. Seems we're gonna lose. Oh, this player is completely out of his mind. I don't know what he's doing, but well. Okay, we still have no money. Okay, let's see how the other team is doing here. Okay, well, they are defending very well. Oh, they have a powerful tower right now. Oh, I don't know why he's still selling everything. Okay, let's create one of those here. This player is a completely useless player right now. We're gonna lose because he's selling everything. He's gonna sell my tower back. I don't know why he's doing that, but well. Okay, we have half of the lives right now. They are defending actually quite well. Like that. Huh. They are actually fighting very well. This player is completely out of his mind. I seems like gonna kick him out. Okay, he's already gone. Okay, very well. It seems that I'm gonna lose. Okay, I'm losing lives right now. Okay, 45 for lives. Let's... Okay, I'm gonna lose, guys. No. I only have one tower and I'm not making money right now. So it seems I'm gonna lose. The other team is very well protected. GG. Okay, 9 lives. Okay, 18 lives. Okay, that is. It seems I'm gonna lose, guys. But well, after that, we're gonna start the class. 9 lives. Okay. Oh, okay. Here comes the other wave. Okay, there is some money here. I'm not gonna lie. Well, actually, I will. Okay. Okay. Seems definitely now I'm gonna die. Our team is doing really well. Oh, some money. At least. No, I can't buy anything. Okay, 9 lives. 7. 6. 5. 4. 3. 2. 1.
Fatality.
Seems like thank you so much for playing with me, guys. Now let's start the class, okay? Because well, we weren't able to do it, okay? Once more, sorry for my voice. Probably it's not working the best way because, well, as I mentioned before, I have a situation, so I have to go to the dentist, and he puts me a device that is really hard to pronounce with because it's covering my throat. But well, let's continue with the class. Right now in the screen, you are seeing the class. As always, we are doing a CTF map where we're gonna learn how to create a capture the flag map, okay? Welcome Gilbert and welcome TXN. If you want to know me better, this is my UID. I'm your English teacher, YeyoCore, and you can have my UID up here. So in case you want to send me a friend request or you want to check my maps to know what you can do learning on the minicamp, you just can click here and you will be able to, okay? Remember, as always, we have different prices. The one who's gonna win right now, the minicamp is gonna have got up to $40. We have best learning for $35, best creativity hours for $30, and finally best advanced hour for $15. If you submit your map to the minicamp, you will be able to be a finalist, okay? The finalist is gonna earn a skin. So remember, you have to be pending to this, okay? Next, very quick, because I want to focus on the class. Remember, we have a total amount of 3 weeks of classes and the final week for submitting your maps and qualify your works, okay? Right now we are in the class number 6, the last one. Today we're gonna learn how to create an hero classes, how to create a random loot, and how to get a good monetization for your map, okay? Very important, guys. Remember the last date, and this is very important, is gonna be the 22nd of January, okay? So this is gonna be the time where you can submit your map to the minicamp. But remember, this is gonna be before 11 p.m. and Shanghai time. You are seeing in the screen the actual time that you can use to be able to join and submit your map, okay? Very important. This is the final date when you have to submit your map, but I highly recommend it to do it on the 20th at max at 11 p.m. Why? Because remember, you have a time zone, you have Shanghai time here, and in case your map has some problems, you can fix it. In case you find some problems submitting your map, you can tell me and we can figure out a solution. But if you tell me after the time has over, probably I won't be able to help you out, okay? So I recommend it to submit your map as max on the 20. Next, we're gonna have 3 codes for each class. We're gonna do it at 8 p.m., at 8:30 p.m., and at 9 p.m., okay? So be just on time. Remember, this is Vietnam time, okay? Right now is 7:21 on Vietnam. So in 40 minutes around, we're gonna be able to actually provide the first codes, okay? Now, very important guys, remember, we're gonna have more codes. You only have to answer my questions that I'm going to do every finish or every time I finish a topic, I'm gonna ask you a question. So just be pending, and every time I'm gonna ask a question, you're gonna have a code just for the first one who answered the question, okay? Next, remember, Thomas, please help me out sharing the minicamp English code. Remember that you can ask me questions, you can check some process and all the things on the minicamp English group for Discord, okay? So just access there, I will be able to help you out to resolve all your questions, okay? All right, guys, so if you have any question before starting the class, please let me know. With that, I will be able to help you out, okay? All right. Thank you so much, Thomas. And let's continue. First, we're gonna start the class learning how to create a hero, okay? I know a lot of you want to know how do you create a hero. So let me show you a real example in the game that we played, okay? So I'm gonna do a small modification here, so I will be able to have all the heroes that I want. Okay, so here I'm gonna this, and I'm gonna put here 2,000, 2,000, and then I'm gonna play and I'm gonna show you, okay? So as you see, I have different heroes when I start playing, okay? We have a builder, which is gonna be the basic class. You don't have to pay for it, and it's the basic. If you don't actually select any class, you're gonna have this hero in your inventory, okay? Let me show you back because I need to re-enter the map, all right? Okay. So, what is the focus of this hero? I'm gonna teach you later, but check that I can select different heroes. Each one is gonna have different skills. It's gonna focus on a different way to play the game, okay? So the first one is gonna be the builder, the second one is gonna be the scouts, and then we got the ranger. Those are gonna be free or very cheap at least, but then we have the mage and the paladin, which actually are gonna be more exclusive, okay? You can see the difference here. You can buy those by watching ads, but also you can check this by buying directly in the store in case you want it, okay? Now, how it works here? Well, it's very easy. Whenever you are creating a hero, we're gonna divide all the heroes in 3 different kinds of hero, in 3 different way of playing, okay? The role they are gonna use or the way they're gonna be played is gonna help because we are gonna create a team map, okay? So we have 3 different roles. Remember, different games are gonna have different ways to implement this. The way I find it and the way that I use most of the times is this one, okay? So we have one kind of hero that is gonna be the attack hero, okay? All the heroes that belong to the attack class are gonna focus in attack the enemy team. So they are gonna focus on have high damage, so they deal more damage, okay? Also, we have more CC. CC means control player. That means all the skills that allow you to freeze, inverse, move, or knock back the other players to control the position and to be able to inhabilitate or do whatever effect that is going to affect the control of the player. That is the focus for the attack class. Those are going to help you out to attack the enemy base. This is the actually best skills they have, but also we have some skills that are going to be less powerful, okay? So area control is not going to be their best powers because, well, they don't focus in control areas, they focus in attack the enemy and remove the enemy from the area. And also, those kind of hero usually don't have too much armor or HP because, well, once more, they don't defend, they attack, okay? And remember, this needs to be balanced. You cannot put all the skills on one because it's gonna be very unbalanced, okay? The second class is the defense class or the defense style. Those are gonna be heroes that protect your base from the enemies, okay? What they are gonna do? They are gonna protect, they are gonna control the area. That means they can defend an area. As an example, if you have a hero that can create mobs to protect an area, this is gonna be a defensive hero. And also, you can put on support skills here, like medics or any kind of hero that is gonna heal the other players from your team, or is gonna have skills that are gonna help all the team to work better. So an example, to increase other players' attack or increase other players' jump of whatever skill you have. Of course, those are gonna have a disadvantage, and it's defensive heroes doesn't have too much damage and are gonna be very slow, okay? Why slow? Because, well, you don't want this kind of hero to go to the other the team base. You want it to protect your base and control the different areas in game. And then we have the movement class, okay? What is the difference? Those are gonna be heroes that are very agile, that can move around all the map, and they're gonna focus on complete different tasks. In case of a CCF map, they are gonna be the faster, so they can go into the enemy base very quick and pick up the flag and come back with the flag very quick, okay? In other kind of maps, those are gonna help you out to try to flank the enemies and be able to attack the enemies by the back, okay? Most of these are gonna have very good speed in comparison to others. They are gonna have high damage, but they can have very armor or very high HP, and they are not gonna have player control attacks, okay? That are my best recommendations, okay? Remember, you can change everything, but it's a base that you can use. So whenever you are creating a hero, you can choose if this hero is gonna be attack, defense, or movement, okay? Let me show you examples in the game, okay? So if I go here and I ask and talk with this man, I will be able to choose different classes, okay? We have a paladin, which is very slow and is a high defense hero, okay? So he has a shield to protect himself, and as you see, he has a shower. He doesn't have any range attack, but he has a lot of blocks, okay? And that's the difference. As you see, It's very powerful. Also, he has a passive skill that recovers the life faster, okay? Mm, this is an example, but let me go back to the base and let me show you the others, okay? Now let me show you this implemented into another kind of map. Let's move here. And let's open this map, okay? Hi, still slow, welcome to the class. Don't worry, we are just starting, we are creating our role system, okay? On here, as you see, as the game only has 3 different kind of hero, you can choose the defender, that is gonna be defensive. You're gonna have the fielder, which is gonna be a attacker, and you're gonna have the striker, which is gonna be faster, okay? So as an example, if I select the defender, which is this one, is gonna have different kind of power. Okay, so instead of having most of the powers of all the players, the defender will be focused on not having too much range and speed, but he's gonna protect the base, okay? Now, another implementation of this. If I move here to bunkers, which actually has more heroes, a lot of more heroes in comparison to the previous one. Okay, so as you see, you have a lot of heroes, but if you check here, it's telling me that it's attack, okay? So this hero is gonna have skills that are gonna be focused on damage and control players, okay? I also have this one that is gonna be the builder, and the builder, once more, it is gonna be, oh, sorry. Okay, the medic is, as an example, is gonna be a super, and as an example, we have a scout, which is gonna be attack, but we have defenders, okay? So if you click here, this is a defense class, and let me craft and let me play with the engineer, okay? Let me show you the different skills he has. First skill, the weapon is gonna be low range. As you see, you can not shoot very far away, but he has a cool skill that is gonna be that you can create a mine, okay? The mine is gonna explode if it hits a player. So if I go here and start capturing the point, okay, what you're gonna see is that you can place a mine. The mine is gonna explode if it hits a player. Also can build some different turrets that are gonna hit enemy team. As you see, you have skills to protect the base, okay? Now, let me reaccess to show you another class, okay? Alright. So the next class you're gonna see is Airwolf. Here says it's attack, but in our case, in our current map schedule, is gonna be a movement hero, okay? What it's gonna do is that you can fly for a short period, and you have some projectiles to hit, okay? For example, you can do this, and you have projectiles, so you have one, and once more, you can fly freely around for a little period of time, okay? Like this, I can fly, okay? As you see, it's a movement skill. He can move not in speed, but he can move easily for all the map, but for a short period of time, or otherwise your jetpack is gonna be overheated, so you cannot fight more crime, okay? But after a while you can use it again. You can move around, the way is that you don't force the jetpack as max, okay? Just usually carefully. And that's the same here. We have different heroes for different kind of works, okay? So once more, if a team is very well balanced, it has some attack players, some defensive players, and some movement players, probably it's easier to win the game, okay, and capture the enemy flag. So let's start with the first character. Check this, and we're gonna do an exercise later to create a hero. But that's how I create my characters, my heroes. The first one is the hero that is gonna be the most balanced, okay? Remember, first create a hero that is gonna be balanced. You can give as default this hero to the players, so the players will be able to use it to fight. And as an example, you can add another characters that you need to pay for, okay? So the character's name is Builder. In the roles we made here, he is gonna have the defensive role, okay? So once more, all the skills are not gonna be related to high attack or to movement, are gonna be defensive, okay? And the role is gonna be defensive once more, okay? The team is gonna be a villager, so the character is a villager. Their style, of course, I use mini word models, so it's gonna be very similar. But if you create your own models, you can change how it's gonna look, how it's gonna be the art style. You can use also the sounds, very similar. The story, I didn't place one right now for this one, but if you are gonna go deeper to a story, just place it here. The color is gonna be brown and yellow. Always try to have different colors from the different heroes. That is gonna help the players to recognize, and it's better when you have a color for a kind of hero. It's gonna feel better for them, okay? And here you can see the important part, okay? We're gonna start with the default, a set that you can have for your hero, okay? So the base is gonna be the speed. It has 10 of speed. It doesn't have any extra speed, okay? Only 10 of speed plus 0. The life of this hero is gonna be 100, okay? So you have to create your own base hero, and I'm gonna show you later what you're gonna do, okay? The jump power, that is a stat I'm gonna use for this map, is gonna be the base, that is gonna be 40. The melee weapon is gonna be shovel, okay? It's gonna do 10 of damage extra if you use it. The long range is gonna be a basic bow, which is gonna have a 10 of damage, okay? Remember, this is gonna be for long range and short range. You can modify your map as you want. You can, as an example, make an only long range map, but this is my case, okay? Remember to set up your different stacks by your own, okay? Another important thing on this map, as is gonna be very important to be able to move around and build, you have also some items, okay? This one is gonna have 64 arrows. It means that if you run out of arrows, you have to come back to your same base and recover some arrows to be able to build a little bit more and to be able to try to get into the enemy base, okay? So remember, arrows are used to destroy the blocks, so it has less destruction power, but at least one is gonna be a defensive, which is gonna be more focused on construct and build things. It's gonna have more blocks. It's gonna have 28 blocks, and that means that you can create a really cool things here. The passive skill is gonna be digging speed. Okay, that means that this specific hero can mine faster things. Okay, now that you see the basic character, the base one, we're gonna create the second character. Okay, and the second character is gonna be an attacker. Okay, this one is gonna be focused in attack the enemy team and do damage, okay? Why? Because if you have one of those, probably you will be able to kill more players and you will be able to advance better, okay? So the character name is gonna be Ranger. The role is gonna be attack and damager. Once more, remember we have different roles here, okay? And from the different roles we have attacker, we have defender, and we have movement. The first one was defender. This one is gonna be an attacker, okay? Now, the team is gonna be an archer, so I look some model that looks like an archer. I'm gonna have a mini cartoon style, and medieval is gonna be a mini word model. But the important things I want you to focus on the stats because you can create your own models. The speed is gonna have less speed than the others, okay? This information actually is kind of wrong, okay? Let me correct it. The actual speed it's gonna have is less than that, okay? Just a second. All right. So that's the right way. As you see, it has minus speed, -2, okay? Remember the previous hero, okay? The previous one has 10 of speed, okay? 100 of life and 40 of jump. We're gonna reduce that because it's an attacker, it's not a defender. So the speed is gonna be -2. It's gonna have a total speed of 8. It's not gonna be very faster. The life is also gonna be reduced because we have an attacked player. That means that he doesn't need too much life. Instead of that, he's doing more damage. The jump is gonna be +5, so it's not gonna be very fast, but he can jump higher. And the melee weapon is gonna be a normal sword that is gonna be Ken, but the long range is gonna have 2 advantages. The first one is gonna do more damage. It's gonna have 15 of damage, and the speed you can throw more arrows. Okay, it has half of the speed of the previous one. Okay. So the normal bow has 0.5 of speed. This one has 2 of the speed, so it's gonna be more faster. You can throw almost 2 arrows, while the normal classes are only gonna be able to throw 1 arrow. Okay, the items are gonna be more arrows this time. Remember, the previous one has 64 arrows and has 128 blocks. This one is gonna have 120 arrows, but it's only gonna have 32 blocks, as we want this to be an attacker and a ranged player, so he's not gonna get in contact with the other team, he's gonna attack from distance, okay? And the passive skill is that he has more defense to range, and he has knockback 1, so you can push enemies when you hit with an arrow, okay? That's how it works. And finally, we got our movement class, okay? So remember, this is gonna have, sorry, I'm gonna change here. A second. I forgot. Well, this one is right. I forgot to change this. Okay, now the name of the hero is Scout. The role is gonna be movement. The team is gonna be a ninja. And very important, he's gonna have more speed. He's gonna have 12 of speed. He's gonna have less life, but a little bit more of the ranger because he's gonna get in close combat. He's gonna have very large jump. He's gonna have more jump. so he can get higher and move easy into the map. He's gonna have a shower. He's gonna have a basic bow. It's gonna be the normal one, so it's not gonna have disadvantage. Sorry, it's gonna have only 10 of damage. Sorry for that. He is gonna have 32 arrows. He's not gonna have too much arrows because he doesn't do damage. He hasn't protect. The way he is playing is try to move to the enemy base to be able to pick up the flag and return to the base. I'm gonna take some water. Just give me a second, guys. And that's it, okay? So, as you've seen, it's gonna have more movement than the other classes, okay? Now, let's see those in game, okay? Let me move back here to the map that we were creating, and let me show you how they work, okay? So, we got this, and let's start with the ranger, okay? So, as you see, ranger can shoot very fast in comparison to other classes, but he's not gonna have too much blocks to move around. And as you see, I'm not the faster class. I can jump a little bit higher than the others, but I can not move that faster as the others, okay? Now, if I put edit and I put play, I will be able to select another hero, okay? So let's choose the scout this time, okay? As you see, I have more speed and I can jump easily, okay? I move very fast and very easily in everything in comparison to the other classes. And I don't have too much blocks and not too much arrows because my focus is gonna be to move very quick into the enemy base and be able to stall everything, okay? Now the boulder, as you see, is gonna be kind of in the middle, but I will have a lot of blocks so I can defeat my team very quickly, okay? I can just protect my base, I can build things, and I can build bridges to be able to reach the enemy base, okay? That's it. That's how you create different heroes. And now let's move to the actual triggers for this, okay? So you're gonna go here, okay? Now you move to hero shoes and you're gonna create a new trigger set, okay? It's gonna be hero shoes, okay? Remember very well to create this, okay? Now you're gonna create a new trigger. The name of the trigger is gonna be called Hero Basics, okay? Remember that's the right name, Hero Basics. And then we're gonna move and we're gonna start creating the different triggers, okay? So before starting, we're gonna do the next thing. We're gonna go to plugins and we're gonna create right here the different items that you need from your hero, okay? But also we're gonna create a hero card, okay? So how do you create a hero card, okay? We're gonna go here, you're gonna scroll down and you're gonna put create. In create, add a new one and you're gonna select mix item, okay? In this item, you're gonna select the name of your hero, okay? As an example, I'm gonna create a hero, it's gonna be, let me think. I'm gonna create, let's say, a warrior, okay? So you're gonna choose warrior here, or whatever is your class, okay? Okay, so if you want to use color, remember you can use tags like this to be red. Okay, this is gonna be red at the end. Or if you want it blue as an example, you can place a P here. Or if you want a yellow, you can choose the Y. Okay. Oh, it's because in your country it's nighttime, but English class is gonna be for all the different countries. So in my country, it's actually in the morning. We have 12 hours of difference. Okay. All right. Then describe your hero. I don't know. Warrior does more damage, okay? And select a model for it, okay? Remember, you can use any model, okay? And remember, in the class, I remember the class number 2, I show you how to open the game files to select other items different from the ones you see here. As this is gonna be a warrior, let's choose this weapon, okay? In attributes, you're gonna move to 0, and you don't have to do more, you just save it, and you will be able to create the hero class, okay? This is a dummy item, it's only gonna work for show player something to buy, okay? Now, you're gonna move back to hero shoes. In hero shoes, you're gonna move to hero basics, and we're gonna create something here, okay? You're gonna go here, and you're gonna go to game logic, and when any player enters the room, okay, which is gonna be this one, you're gonna just add it like it is, okay? And you're gonna wait, okay? Then you're gonna create a new trigger, and you're gonna put the name of your first class, okay? In my case, is gonna be builder, okay? So select builder here and confirm. Then you're gonna move here, and you're gonna put the next thing. When the player obtains any item, that is gonna be this one, obtain prop. Okay, now you're gonna check the item, okay? So remember here, you're gonna go to determine type, the one you find here, and item in event is equals to the item you just created, okay? Remember, I show you how to create it, but I already created here, and my item is gonna be this one, okay? The builder item. So I'm gonna select that one, and then we're gonna start setting up everything, okay? So first, we're gonna delete the item. How do you do that? You're gonna go here, you're gonna scroll down to item, supplier, and you're gonna select remove item, okay? In remove item, you're gonna select players on trigger events, then you select 100. Remember, you can put any number here, but just in case the player is lag and the player receives more than one item, you're gonna be able to delete all of them, okay? So always place a high number here, and then select item type in event, okay? It's this one, and close. Next, we're gonna start set up the different stats, okay? So moving back to our presentation here, okay? So we are gonna create the builder, okay? So remember, the builder is gonna have 10 of speed, okay? So how do you do that? You're gonna go here, you're gonna add player, and you're gonna select attribute settings, okay? Attribute settings right here, and attribute settings allows you to change different setups, okay? So you will have to choose which one, okay? first select players in trigger events, then select max HP. You have the option here. Remember, you can change anything of this, but we're gonna focus on max HP, okay? And we're gonna change to the number. So remember, we put here, we put in the presentation that the life is gonna be 100, okay? So we're gonna start with it. We're gonna select right here 100, and then we're gonna close. Now we're gonna copy and paste right here in the same folder, and you're gonna put the next one that is gonna be current HP, okay? Why we do this? The first one is the max amount, and this one, of course, as the name says, is the current amount of HP. It needs to be the same because if not, your player is gonna start the game with half of the life or with more life than the one they have to supposed to, okay? So you're gonna add and change here to current, okay? And you have the two options, max right here and current right here, okay? Now you're gonna just copy and paste right here again, and you're gonna change the movement speed, okay? Go here and check this. We have different amounts of speed, okay? So what you're gonna do is choose first movement speed, okay? And then you're gonna have something like this, okay? So you're gonna put the speed that you want for that here, okay? So let's move back here. In the presentation, you will be able to see that we got 10 of speed as a builder, so we're gonna set up like that, okay? On here you see that I have a different number, so we're gonna put the number 10 for him, okay? Next, we have the running speed and the sneak speed, okay? This is very important, okay? You're gonna have different speeds for everyone, okay? Because they're gonna affect differently to the hero, okay? So remember this. The formula is the next, okay? If, and let me use the calculator for this, okay? First, we're gonna start with the running speed. What is gonna be the max speed the player is gonna have when it's running, okay? If you want the player run at 10 of speed, you're gonna multiply this for 0.7, okay? And that is gonna give you the walking movement speed, okay? So remember, you use the running speed is 10, you multiply that for 0.7, and it's gonna give you the speed that the player is gonna have for movement, okay? Then you do the same, you copy and paste, and you're gonna change the running speed for 10 and the sneak speed also for 10, okay? Now we're gonna just copy again and paste, and you're gonna modify the jump, okay? Remember, the basic jump is 30, okay? So that means when the players start the game, they always gonna have 30 of speed, okay? That is very important. Memorize that because it's gonna affect, okay? Most of the times you think the players are gonna start at 1 or 2 of speed. No, the jumping speed is gonna be 30 with you in a normal game, okay? So this is gonna have 30 of jumping speeds, okay? Now that we have all this information, as you see in the screen right now, okay? So you see you have covered all these stats, okay? What we left, we need to create the items. We have to give also a passive skill, okay? So how do you do that? You're gonna go and move here, and we're gonna add first a value, okay? We're not gonna add the items yet. You're gonna create here a new one, and we're gonna assign, okay? We're gonna assign here a value, okay? You're gonna choose value, and the first one you're gonna select is that you're gonna select function library, and you're gonna go to player private variable, okay? So player private variable is gonna be expanded, and we're gonna select players instead of events. It's gonna be blocks. So you have to create this variable. Remember, you're gonna expand here, and you're gonna add a new one. Okay, you're gonna click here, and the name of the variable is gonna be blocks. Okay, so you're gonna choose blocks. Okay, very important. And you're gonna set up this as a 128. If you want to use the same, remember I put that information right here, so we're gonna have 120 blocks, okay, for the builder, and then close. Then just copy and paste, okay, and on here you can expand. You can click on function library once more, and you have all the same options. Or you just can click here and change here, okay? You will gonna add a new variable. The name of the variable is gonna be arrows. So you just click here. Once more, you're gonna press arrows. Of course, I already created, okay? But I'm gonna put a number here, but remember I already created. Keep the default as 0. Click here and you're gonna see the variable, okay? But I already have it here. So you just click that one, the one called arrows, and then set up as a 64. You can set up as the amount of arrow that the player is gonna give, okay? So now that we're here, we're gonna do a small pause here because we're gonna give the codes, okay? So Thomas, please help me out by sharing the first code, and in the screen you are seeing the code. Okay guys, so in the screen you are seeing the code. Remember to copy the code. Thomas, please help me out by sharing the code. Thank you. All right. In the meanwhile, I'm gonna take some water. Okay guys, so I hope you already copied the code. We're gonna do a small pause here and we're gonna play, okay, another map. Thomas, this time I'm gonna beat you because last time you defeated me, but right now let's see if this map works, and please join to the room, okay? Remember, if you want to join the room, my UID is 27 69232. Okay, I'm gonna create the room for 10 players. Not sure if this map is gonna work, but we're gonna relax because we were learning triggers, and I know that sometimes it can be very overwhelming, okay? So I'm gonna invite some friends to see who can join. Okay, so Thomas access to the room. Remember, their room is 2769232, okay? And let me put here notes. Oh, I seems that I'm gonna remove and I'm gonna remove. It's a different one. Hola, James. Hola. Okay, hello, Pei Tuyah Akin Arlasan. Hello and welcome to the class, okay? In the meanwhile, I'm gonna let you a poll on the chat while we start the room. Remember, you can join. And let me ask the community, okay? So this game is very simple. What you have to do is you have to just enter into the enemy score goal. That's simple, but you have to build your base, okay? Remember, all the maps you're gonna see here are gonna be the maps that you check in the previous minicamp, okay? So I'm gonna select the striker, okay? Oh well. Since the game is not gonna work for some reason, and multiplayer is not working, but let's see. If it's not gonna work, we're gonna try a different approach. Yeah, it's not working actually. I don't know why. Let me try another map, okay? Sometimes that happens. Okay, let's create a room for Brown Knights instead. Or Brown Knight. Okay, let's create one of those. It's gonna be much simpler. What you have to do on here is just survive, okay? What happened? Oh, his mini work is failing, I think. Okay, yeah. Seems it's mini work because, well, as you see, it's completely closed down. Don't know what happened there. Let me use this to restart MiniWord, okay? We're gonna scroll down very quick here. Oh, okay, what I have here is okay. Now let's move to MiniWord. It's supposed to be all right here. We're gonna have to help and we have to restart MiniWord, okay? Sorry for that. Sometimes that happens, it's okay. And thank you so much. The game name is actually Kingdom CCF. And seems that players are having the right answer to what kind of variable is the gravity. Okay, mini word. All right, let's try again with this one. Okay, last try. If it doesn't work, we're gonna keep the class, okay? Because I don't wanna take that much time. Okay, let's invite now back some players. Okay, I know that most of you cannot play with me. That happens a lot, sorry for that. I'm gonna close this. And Mark enters the room. Okay, what happened here? It seems it's still not working. For some reason, it's not working. Okay, what happened here? Okay, we're gonna create a simple map because, well, this is not working. we're gonna try to create a room for 10 people with power load, okay? We're gonna try to kill as much faster as I can. Just give me a minute. Okay, don't know what is happening right now, since that mini work doesn't want to work. Yeah, it works. I don't know what happened. Okay, I hope this one works. Okay. While Gracioso Oscar is accessing. Okay, it seems that someone was able to join. Welcome back to the class. Okay. Oh, I forgot. You probably are not seeing right now myself. Welcome back. Okay. And now let's see. It seems that we will be able to play. And let's play, okay? It seems that right now I can choose my class. I'm gonna choose this weapon. And equipment. I'm gonna select this one. In tools, I'm gonna use this one that protects me. And finally, for movement, I'm gonna choose teleport, okay? Okay, it seems that the player start killing itself. Oh, okay. Someone killed me. Okay, I'm gonna choose a random items right here. Okay, I killed him by the back. I'm sorry. Okay. Okay. Oh, I was able to kill him. I see a player moving around here. Oh, he has a shield. Okay, since Tomas is bugged, I'm gonna search for him to try to kill him. Okay, well. Okay, let me search for Tomas. I have to find Tomas to be able to help you out. Where are you? Oh, okay. G. Can I use random items once more? Okay. I cannot find Tomas. I died. No, guys. Okay. Okay. Sorry, mate. Okay. Oh, okay. Since I increased my level, but I want to change my items. Okay. Now I'm the one with more points. I'm gonna kill myself. Welcome, Cax Exploiter. And we're gonna choose a cool weapon here. I love this weapon. As defense, I'm gonna use invisibility. And I'm gonna use teleport here. Okay. 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 GG for everyone. I'm gonna end the room right now. I'm gonna quit the game. And we're gonna continue with the class, okay? Ending up here, the pool, it seems that most of the players know that the gravity is a global variable. It's okay, thank you so much. A lot of you don't know, and another amount of people have different answers. So the right answer was that gravity is a global variable, okay guys? It's a global because the gravity is gonna be the same for all the players, okay? So now, moving back, we were making this, okay? We were in hero shoes and we were creating our first hero, okay? So we set up the amount of items they're gonna have. Now we're gonna do some trick, okay? So there is a big problem, and it's when the player changes your class, you need to clean up and remove everything from the inventory, okay? But guys, the problem is Miniware doesn't have an action that allows you to clear the inventory for the player, okay? Miniware doesn't have that, but I'm gonna teach you how to remove all the buffs and all the different items that the player has, okay? So how do you do that? These tricks will help you out for everything, okay? You can use this on any map. So what you're gonna do is you have to do this. You have to select assign and you're gonna select player setup. Okay, guys. Okay, so on player setup, you're gonna have the next options. Okay, and you have this option that says player ID and players in trigger event. Okay, open up and check very careful this. Okay, it's very important. Okay, it's very important, very important, very important. You're gonna go here and you're gonna create a new global variable. Okay, and you're gonna place the same name I got here. Okay, it needs to be the same. Okay, once more, it needs to be exactly the one I have in the screen. Okay, so you're gonna do the next thing. You're gonna place once more. I'm gonna increase the size of the word player ID. That's the name. Okay, player ID, player ID, all in lowercase. Okay. No, that doesn't happen. Just passing by is asking me the next question. If you are using so many triggers in your map, it won't make your map lag. No. The things that makes your map lag is to use triggers that work all the time. As an example, triggers that work every time the player moves, or triggers that are going to happen every X seconds. But the others are not going to be laggy if you use it only one time. All the maps that you previously see are created with a lot of triggers, but you have to use it carefully, okay? So players in trigger event are gonna be players in trigger event, okay? Player ID equal players in trigger event. Once more, on here you're gonna create players ID and you're gonna add it, okay? And check this because this is gonna be your first introduction to scripts, okay? We're gonna learn how to do a basic script. What you're gonna do is that you're gonna go here, you're gonna scroll down, and you're gonna go to the one that says scripts, okay? We're gonna start creating our first script, and I'm gonna change to clear screen because I need you to see the screen completely, okay? And when I remember this doesn't work very well, so I think I'm gonna use it this way. Now that you select a script, okay, you're gonna select execute a script, okay? And you're gonna do the next thing. You're gonna see something like this. You're gonna open up. Of course, you don't have this, but we're gonna learn to create this as a basic script, okay? So first, what you're gonna do here is that you're gonna click here where it says wiki, okay? And where it says wiki, you have a quick guide to implement scripts, okay? So where you can find scripts, you're gonna scroll down to the one that says middleware's API or API. You're gonna just click here, and on here you're gonna see a list or a lot of things, okay? So first, what we're gonna need is to get that variable from triggers and convert and transform that variable in a script variable, okay? Those are gonna be different. Remember, this trick helps you out to remove all the inventory for the players and also to remove all the buffs so you can use anytime that you need it, okay? You're gonna scroll down, and on here you're gonna find something that says trigger variable library, okay? You're gonna click on it, and on here you're gonna have different functions that you can use. There is one that says get global variable by name, and if you click on it, it's gonna take a time, I guess. Okay, yeah, it's right here, and you got set, which allow you to set, and get, which allow you to get, okay? So you're just gonna click here. It's gonna tell you it's copy, okay? And you're gonna paste it right here, okay? Here, there is a problem. If you put it right here, like this, is not gonna work, okay? Why is not gonna work? it has an error, okay? So never rust in this. You're gonna scroll up and you're gonna see here, okay? Here you can have all the information that this is gonna have. So the game is telling you that you have two parameters, okay? And two return value. We're gonna start here. If the return value says it has two different, the first one and the second one, you're gonna place here two different names, okay? So return always is if the action that we execute works, okay? So you can place a name for it, okay? Remember, this is like using variables, in like giving names to your variables in triggers. So we're gonna put the names of the variables that we're gonna get, okay? We're gonna get first red, that is gonna stand for return, okay? Which is gonna be this one. And then we're gonna place a comma, and we're gonna place the second one. It's telling us it's gonna be a value and it's gonna be a number, okay? So here we're gonna place the name that you create for your trigger variable. Remember, player ID needs to be the same that we place here, okay? Player ID here, okay? That's the first part. The second one is that the code is gonna ask us for two different things, okay? So here it's gonna ask us for action, attribute, and message, okay? So what you're gonna do? What you're gonna do is the next thing, okay? Don't worry for learning this part. Later I'm gonna explain, but you're gonna place on here notation marks, and inside notation marks you're gonna put the same word, okay? And finally it's gonna ask us for action, okay? What kind of variable is it, okay? And you're gonna put a number 6, okay? I'm gonna explain that later, but what you're gonna know is that if you go here where it says part type, you're gonna see it's gonna give you a list of numbers. And if you scroll down here where it says variables, you're gonna see that the kind of variable of this, okay, of time variable trigger, okay, because that's what we're doing. We are transforming a trigger variable in a script variable. It says the number 6 is player, okay? Remember we set up the variable as a player? Well, is the number 6, okay? So we're gonna put the number 6 right here and player like this. Remember, we are using this. Let me go back 1 second. And if you remember this, we set up a player setup as a player ID, okay? That's why we are using the number 6, which actually is a kind of player, okay? And is almost ready. Now we are telling the game which player is the one that actually is gonna have the inventory remove and the poops remove, okay? So what we're gonna do is we're gonna add an action, okay? Like in the triggers, we're gonna add a new action, okay? So how do you do actions in a script? It's very easy, guys. You're gonna click once more here where it says miniWords API, sorry, and you're gonna go to players, okay, and you're gonna go and you're gonna search on all the actions that you have here. There is one that is being called clear all boops and clear all pack, okay? As you see, you cannot find it here because the first one that we are looking is gonna be in backpack, okay? So you're gonna scroll down to backpack, you're gonna search for backpack, and in backpack, like the previous one, you have a lot of actions here. Those are the actions. You're gonna search for the one that says clear all backpack. What it's gonna do is gonna clear the backpack for all the players, including the backpack, the shortcuts, and the equipment bar, okay? With this, you can remove all the items from the player, and it's asking you or telling you that this is the code, okay? So you see it says backpack, clear all backpack, okay? And here is telling us that we need the player ID, okay? Which actually we have here, okay? So you're just gonna do this. You're gonna replace the number because here we have to put the number, the UID of the player who is gonna be the digits, okay? But remember, we have a variable for that. It's gonna be player ID. And then we're gonna remove all the buffs, okay? For removing all the buffs, you're gonna go to actor. In actor, you're gonna have to search for the one that says clear all buffs, okay? And what it's gonna do is what the name says. We're gonna clear all the buffs, all the status from the player. So what you're gonna do is copy this, okay? And once more, it's gonna ask us which player or which creature is gonna have all removed, okay? So we're gonna put, you can put your UID as an example, minus 276923, okay? But also you can place the variable, okay? And that's it. With this, we're gonna clean any player that we set the variable previously, any player which we set up here as a player setup is gonna have the inventory removed and the buffs clear, okay? Now you have your first class of scripts finished, okay? Now you can create your own scripts, okay? Now, we're gonna do the next thing, and is that we're gonna add some items, okay? But just give me a second. I need to do something that I can only do, okay? So just give me a second. I will come back as soon as possible. Okay, guys, moving back here again. Okay, now that we remove everything from the player, what we're gonna do is that we're gonna add the weapons, okay? How do you do or how do you add the weapons? Just click here, you're gonna select item, player, and you're gonna select add an item, okay? Click on add an item, and when you add an item, well, just add the one, then select the weapon you're gonna give, okay, or the items you're gonna give to the player. For example, I'm gonna give the builder shovels here, okay, because it's gonna be the builder, and we're gonna add it to the player and trigger event, okay. Then what we're gonna do is to give the second weapon, okay. Just copy, paste in the same one, and change the item that you're gonna find here, okay. Now that we already have this, we're gonna add the actual items we set up right here, okay. So how do you do? You're gonna add once more, just copy and paste this, and paste it, and we're gonna do the next thing. We're gonna add here, instead of selecting the item, we're gonna select function library, and in function library, we're gonna select player, and player private variable, okay. Now we're gonna expand, and on here we're gonna expand, and you're gonna select the variable that you name as a blocks, okay. That's the one that we gonna use, and then we're gonna select which item we're gonna add. In this case, it's gonna be your basic block. In my case, it's gonna be wool. In your case, you can choose any other block, okay. Now we're gonna do the same for the arrows. We're gonna copy and paste Then we're gonna edit and we're gonna click on here and you're gonna change arrows and you're gonna change blocks for arrows. Okay, remember you probably have it like this. What you're gonna do is put it like arrows. And once you finish with this, you're gonna have something like this, okay? Next, remember, according to our presentation, okay? According to our presentation, our hero has a passive skill. So, you have to create it before. I know, guys, that you already know how to create buffs. In case you didn't, I'm gonna see you. You go here, you're gonna to status, you go here, you add a new status you created, you create a new one, you put the name as an example, warrior, hunger, or whatever is the name of your skill. You can choose an icon, you can choose an effect for whatever effect you have here. As an example, this one, and you can change a sound effect, okay? Now, you can add different effects. As an example, like change the vision, add life, add attack, whatever you wanted, some special effects. So you can add more than one. Then save it, and you're gonna have it for being able to use it in so many words, okay? So what you're gonna do is you just create your hero, okay? And just create your buff, and then you're gonna select it right here, okay? Okay, you're gonna click on here and you're gonna select status event. Okay, sorry, you're gonna select template library and select custom, and you're gonna select the one that you created, okay? In my case, I got it named as the hero, so I have builder here. I'm gonna add that one, and we're gonna move it here. I'm not sure if that was, you were able to see what I was doing here, but remember, we add the items that we want to for the player, okay? Remember that we have different items. Well, you add it here, you add the status, and right here you can send a chat telling the player has choose a specific hero. So you just go here, player group, you're gonna select display chat to the group. Of course, you don't want the other team to know what the player choose, okay? So you're gonna select here, function library, group, all players in sim, and expand and select the variable, okay? You're gonna select players, player sim, and then you're gonna select player in trigger event. Then the content is gonna be the next one. You're gonna select function, you're gonna select string concatenation, and after string concatenation, you're gonna expand. In the first one, you're gonna select the player, so you're gonna go to function library. Okay, you're gonna go to player and player name. Once you select player name, expand and select players on triggered event. Then we're gonna use what we're gonna tell the players. As an example, as the name of my hero is Builder, I said X player chooses Builder as a hero, okay? Then you go ahead and close up, and we finish that, okay? So the final part is how to change the player appearance for a player. The easy way to do it is you're gonna go wherever you want. For example, here, you're gonna play here. Then you're gonna select number 3, which allows you to create a new creature. You're gonna click on new, and will allow you to select the creature you want. If you create a custom creature, you can choose the model that creature has, okay? So what we're gonna do is that you're gonna select that creature, as an example, this one, and you're gonna put it where you want, okay? Cool. Now that you have that creature, you can go ahead here, okay? I'm gonna help you an example really quick. And you can select players environment, and you're gonna select change creature appearance. How do you do that? Go here, go to players, and change player appearance. It's gonna be around this area. Okay, it's this one, change player appearance. And then you're gonna select players environment. On the function, you're gonna select creature, and you're gonna select designate creature appearance. Then you're gonna select which creature, so you can choose one of them here, or you can select one that is already in the map, okay? How do you do that? You select choose a creature, and you're gonna have all the creatures in your map. Of course, I can select that one, but for this one, I already have right here a creature created, okay? And that's it. That's how you create the different heroes, okay? What you're gonna do is you're gonna create one for each one. You're gonna change the information, of course, according to the creature and the object that allows you to select which creature. And then you're gonna move to hero basics, and you're gonna add the next one, okay? What you're gonna do is that as soon as player enters the room, you're gonna simply here, you're just gonna copy this, okay? So you're gonna go to the last one, and you're gonna go the last one that we just created, and you're gonna add the effect, okay? Right here, go here, copy the one that says obtain effect. You're gonna copy and paste it. Then you're gonna go again here to builder, and then you go all the way down, and you're gonna copy the appearance, okay? Copy the appearance and put it in hero basics, okay? Then you're gonna add something that is being called weight. You can go here, time and weight design, and you're gonna edit it as a pause, okay, for 0.2 seconds. Then you're gonna rearrange, and you're gonna put it just in the middle, okay? With this, if a player accesses the room, it's gonna have the appearance and the items for the basic builder, okay? Remember, always set a player, okay, with an appearance. Also, move here. You're gonna move to player attributes, and you're gonna go to initial items. And on here, what you're gonna do is that you're gonna place all the items that the basic hero is gonna have, okay? So in my case, let's see, I have it here, and I'm gonna give it a shovel, okay? So remember this once more. Our hero is gonna have 10 of speed, 100 of life, 30 of jump, a shovel, a basic bow, and 128 blocks and 64 arrows. So we're gonna add those items right here, okay? Once we select that, we're gonna have to initial attribute, and we're gonna set up this as your first hero, okay? So remember, 10, 100, 100, and 10 of speed. And that's it, okay? With this, you can start creating different heroes for your map, okay? Finally, I wanna teach you something, okay? We're gonna have another simple script, okay? But before continuing, let me ask you for a question. The first one who answers the question is gonna want a code, okay? So So much pending. We have to ask for the player's UID and Discord. We're gonna give the next code, okay? And the code is gonna be for the first one, which can answer this question. Which are the names of the 3 hero roles? Remember, we learned 3 hero roles. So I'm gonna teach you or tell you one of them. One of them is gonna be attack, okay? So please tell me what are gonna be the next names. The other two, the full 3 names. Attack, and Tell me which are gonna be the names. First one is gonna get a code. Mm, Nunki, Michelle, that actually is the class that we created, but we create 3 basic roles. Scout actually is one of them. No, you are telling me the kind of heroes I have, but remember, those heroes are gonna be based on 3 different kind of or type of game you're gonna choose for your hero. As an example, one of them, the archer, the ranger, is gonna be an attacker. Okay, it's gonna be an attacker, so you have to be very careful with this. We have 2 more. Remember, the builder, the mage, the warrior, the scout, the archer, they all belong to 3 different kinds of heroes. Okay, we have one kind of hero that are all the attackers. We have I'm gonna give you a clue. It starts with C. Okay, I'm gonna give you a clue. Okay. All right. Very well. So, Michelle, thank you so much. Michelle gives the answer and you want the code. So, please, Thomas, ask Nunki the Discord ID to send the code, okay? Very well, Nunki, or Michelle. I know that you are right. You want the code, okay? So please, Michelle, give me your give me a second. All right, guys. So I only have 10 minutes. On 10 minutes, I'm gonna show you very quick and different parts, something that you have waited for a long too much. And this is gonna be random loot boxes, okay? What is it? What we're gonna learn is the next thing. Let me move to game, okay? What are you gonna have here is the next system, okay? If I play, sorry, That's not the way. If I go here and I place any kind of how do you call this? I forgot the name. Chest right here. You see that right now I don't have anything, but if I go to play mode, if I open up, it's gonna have different items, right? Well, I'm gonna show you how to quickly implement this into your map, okay? So how do you gonna do the random loot boxes? First, I highly advise you to use a modified box, okay? Probably you can notice it like this. So I'm gonna do something very quick. I'm gonna go here. Okay. And I'm gonna create a plugin pack for you. In case you want it, I'm gonna go here. I'm gonna select this one. Okay, where is that? It's right here. Okay. Oh, give me a second. It's taking too much. Okay, now we're gonna create a plugin pack. What? Okay. Well. One second. Okay. All right. So I'm gonna add these shares to the plugin pack. Okay, you want it. I also have these two different arrows. It may work for you. Okay. Okay, confirm. And the name is gonna be random. Okay, no. Okay, break set, okay. I'm gonna change the image here. Let me take an image here. Okay, so you won't be able, you will be able to download it without having to set up. Okay. Okay, this is important. Okay. This is important. Remember, you will find this on my ID. Okay, later I'm gonna show you. But what we're gonna do is that we're gonna have a script for it. Okay. So Thomas, please show the players the script random loot box. Okay, this is a script we're gonna use for race. Okay. So let me open Brave here. And let me copy this very quickly for you. Okay. You're gonna go to the script website. Okay. The link is pasted by Tomas into the chat. You're gonna go to Bravefight, and you have one that says random loot box. Okay. You're gonna be sure your language is not translated, it's in English, okay? Because if get translated can be different. Remember, in cell phone you're gonna have a different interface. Be sure you copy the line 1 all the way up to the end. If you see a button that says read more, just click that button, just copy, okay? And you're gonna move to MiniWord, and I already got it copied here, okay? But you can place any part of the scripts, okay? I'm gonna create a new script set just to be able to paste it, okay? Once you open a new script, you're gonna delete everything here. Then you're gonna paste what you just copied. And if you copy everything good, it's not gonna give you an error, okay? But if you made a mistake, probably it's gonna tell you something like this, okay? It's gonna tell you that you cannot save. If that happens, what you have to do is just return to the map and just try to copy again, okay? So once more, I'm gonna copy and paste. You don't have to do a setup. It's gonna work itself, but in case you want to change something, just go here. You can change the ID of the block, okay? Remember, this is optional. If you copy and paste it, it's gonna work. So what you're gonna do here is you're gonna choose which one is the block that you want to use to be able to set up this, okay? You're gonna scroll down, and on here, you're gonna look for the chess that you want to be random, okay? It's right here, it's 801, as you see here. So I'm gonna select that number here, okay? Now, this is the max amount of items and the minimum amount of items that this is gonna have. So you're gonna have to save it, okay? Now you rename it, okay? You're gonna rename it as random loot, yes, okay? Now, this is not gonna work by itself. You're gonna have to set up now which are gonna be the rewards that you can find. So how do you do that? If you move here, you will be able to find here instructions to be able to place blocks, okay? All right. So what you have to do is just copy this. You're gonna go here and you're gonna put the next things, okay? Here where it says item ID, you're gonna select which item you want to spawn on there. As an example, Stardust Banana, okay? Here you can choose how many of them can spawn. If you put a number that is 5, it means that the chests have chances to spawn 5 bananas, okay? And the rarity is 1 as an example, okay? I'm gonna explain later. And let me show you the example and how it's work, okay? So as you see, we have the 10 bananas because it spawns 3 items, 2 times spawn bananas, okay? Now, if right here in the new script, you put a number with minus, it means that it can be any number in between that number, okay? So -1, -20 can spawn 1 banana or 20 bananas or 15 bananas, any number between 1 and that number, okay? So check this. If I open up, probably it's not going to spawn any banana because, well, we got a random number here. But it's open again, it has 25 bananas, okay? Remember, it can spawn 3 times bananas, okay? And this is gonna be better as max amount of items to place, okay? So as an example, if I copy and paste this, and I put here, I don't know, chips, and here I put any other item like miss, and here I'm gonna put, I don't know, milk, and here I finally gonna put rice fruit. If I save and play, you're gonna have a lot of different items, right? That's how you make it. Now, if you open the script, the first one, you're gonna see that the first option that we have is to choose the rarity of the item, okay? So if we place 1 are gonna be common items, 2 are gonna be rare items, 3 are gonna be epic items, and 4 are gonna be legendary items, okay? So in that order, the idea, all the items I place here are in number 1, that means that are common items, okay? So if you want to place a rare item, as an example, you can place a number 2 here, okay? Which is gonna be a rare. And you just change here, and you're gonna open up here. You're gonna go to weapons, and as an example, we're gonna select a boomerang, okay? Now, you can place a epic. Okay, so remember, epic is gonna be the number 3. And here you're gonna select item, and you're gonna place something really strange, okay? And finally, we're gonna add a legendary item, which is gonna be the number 4. And you just go here in item, and I don't know, we're gonna select, I don't know, a sniper weapon, and we're gonna save, okay? Now, if you open up, it seems that I get 3 rare items, but I didn't get any normal item or any epic item, okay? If I do this, and I'm gonna place a lot of different chests, as you see, I have a lot of those because I have 35, 12, and 34, and I let more rare items and some epic items. Right here, oh, I die because I suppose not to move here. On here, as you see, it's gonna repeat. Okay, I have a lot more of those items. I have a strange amount of those one, okay? So as you see, you're gonna have different amount of items depending of what is gonna be spawned here. Of course, and the error here is that I placed minus 20 for those ones, so let's put a number, okay? 1, 1, and only 1 rare item, okay? This is legendary, sorry. Okay. Now, check. As you see, now it's normal access. I got 1 legendary item as an example on this one. I get 3 rare items, and most of them are gonna be common items. I hear an epic item here and are normal and rare items, okay? Now, if you don't want to overcomplicate with this, I already make another script with my setup, so you can copy my setup, okay? So Thomas, please share with us the one that says random rewards Yeyo. Okay, in the screen, you can find the link for that one. The one, if you want to just have that setup that I already make with a lot of different items that you also can modify, you just go here on Breakfight, and you will have one that says at the end reward. As you see, it's the same, but it has already all the blocks set up, okay? So you just go ahead and copy, okay? And replace everything here, okay? And then rename it, okay? Just put it on rewards, okay? And play. As you see, this is gonna have a lot of different items, and you can modify, change everything just by anything here, by moving around here by removing some items here, okay? So that will be it for now. That's gonna be the end of the class. I hope you have learned a lot with this class. And for the next minicamp, I'm gonna have my voice again as a perfect voice. So I will be able to teach you much better, okay? So for now, thank you so much for staying in the class. I'm gonna do a room for those that want to join and want to play with me, but we already finished the class. Oh, the last code. I forgot the last code. I almost forgot to give you the last code, okay? So in the screen, you are seeing the code right now. This is gonna be the last one, okay? All right. And now, if you're paying attention, I'm gonna give you another code, okay? Okay, once more, copy and paste this code. Please, Thomas, share the code in the chat. Okay. All right. No worries, Thomas. It's okay. It seems an error from my side. Sorry, guys. Let me know if that code works. If it doesn't, I'm gonna change it. Okay, let me put it into the chat. Okay, guys, and that's gonna be the last code. And once more, thank you so much for being here. To submit your map, guys, when you finish, be sure your map is in playable mode. Okay, and be sure you submit your map. Okay, remember to update here. You're gonna submit your map. I already submit mine, so I'm not gonna do it. But remember to put it in public, okay? Once you got your map submitted and in public, you're gonna go to contest right here. Okay, and you're gonna get this website open, okay? So you're gonna click on minicamp. You're gonna click on Bright 5. You're gonna click on submit. And on here, you have to place your personal information. Now, choose a map. As an example, you're gonna see all the maps that are pending here, okay? If you didn't see your map, it's because you created before the minicamp start. You only can submit maps that start with the minicamp, okay? You can place a description here. As an example, a CTF map where you can choose different players, okay? Different heroes. Now you can upload some images here, okay? You can, as an example, choose some previews, and then you can choose which is your t-shirt. Select myself, the one you can find here, and then click on submit. And once you click on submit, you will be able to submit your map, okay? Guys, if you get any error, reach me back. Remember, we have a Discord group in which you can find me, okay? In the screen, I'm gonna let you the Discord group, so you will be able to find me. And just in case you need something, remember, the link is also in the description. That will be it for now. Thank you so much for playing. And thank you so much for being with me in the class. See you for the next class. And yeah, I hope you have an excellent day, guys. Bye bye. Bye bye to everyone. And see you the next class.